It's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. It's January 1st, 2021. I'm hiding the belly. Let me know one thing, my friend, that you are grateful for and that you are about to accomplish this year. I want to keep it simple. Here's the secret, right? I'm gonna break it down for you guys over here with some ninja stuff that I do for myself, for my family, for my clients, for high performing people that are just creating monumental changes in the planet. And it comes down to keeping it simple. I'll break it down. I'll give you guys a couple of questions to work on with you and your family. We keep this with like 30 minutes or less, and you'll be very happy that you listen, because it comes down to keeping it simple, keeping it fun, and keeping it real. For real. Who is feeling me here right now? Because sometimes we don't keep it simple. Sometimes, self-included here, we don't keep it fun. We forget it. And this is the biggest one. Sometimes we don't keep it real. We don't keep it real. Think about it. One thing that changed the game, we just celebrated our 13-year anniversary. And before, I was so focused on like personal development, like business, international businesses, growing like my farmers in Brazil, growing my clients and helping the companies that I help in Silicon Valley, in Toronto, in UK, in Australia, all the places that I travel that I help businesses. But all my attention would go there so much that sometimes you wouldn't put the time into areas like your relationship. You guys know that the average couple before 2020, like it was about 30 to 35 minutes, if I'm getting the numbers right, that people would spend communicating at home. It's fascinating when you start looking at data and numbers. 30 to 35 minutes, that's what an average couple would talk on a week. It's insane. 2020 is a little bit more because everybody was cooped up at home, but it's still so much room to improve. And that's why keeping it real is super, super important, guys, because nobody wants to go deep when it comes down to our emotions. It's like, we don't want to go deep. It's like, hi, how's it going? How you been? How's everything? But like, what about going deep, right? The stuff that we don't want to talk about, the stuff that we are not comfortable sharing in public, the stuff that we really don't want to go there. But you see, the reality is that by going deep, you're going to strengthen the relationship, whether it's with your spouse, whether it is with your children, whether it is with your team, whatever area. By yourselves, we can only do so much. The whole solopreneur game, it doesn't work anymore. The whole solo life, it doesn't work. We grow as a team, as a community. The reason I was so successful over the years in growing and building big teams, whether it was helping Silicon Valleys or helping network marketing companies or helping people that do their own events or masterminds or whatever, they want to sell their books and their courses. You cannot do it by yourself. You can't. You have to build a community. You have to focus on community, on strengthening those relationships. And the key is that if you would treat your relationship at the end, the same way how you start at the beginning, it will never be an end. Ooh, somebody needed to hear that. Come on, Carlos. Are we preaching? So is somebody feeling me? Come on, baby. Come on. I'm high. I'm so happy right now, guys. My mind is so clear. 76 days, no alcohol. I did it. Never done in my entire life. I figure I want to do something totally extreme. I want to go Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve, my anniversary, my favorite. Thank God my wife doesn't drink, so that was super easy to have somebody supportive. But it's like, what is that thing that you like to do it? Even I didn't drink that much on the weekends. I'm traveling, my clients, they want to take care of me. They fly, they pick me up. But I was like, no, I'm cool. I'm just drinking water. People don't make fun, well, what are you drinking? Water? Like, it's all good. I got, it's like, it's that level when you make a commitment. Yeah, I focus, okay, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to go 100 days with no drinking. I know people, they do challenges. They have like 25, 50, 75. They're like, I'm going to go 100. And now my next one is 100 days, no sugar. Oh, that's my biggest weakness. I love sugar. Again, keeping it real, right? Because that's the stuff. People, they make, you see, here's the thing, guys. The reason why New Year's resolution doesn't work, it's because we come up with those big, gigantic goals, huge, instead of shrinking them. You got to shrink the goals. Here's the deal. You know me. I like to make fun with things. So here's the key. Whenever you're going to make goals, you got to shrink the goals. It's my boy from Lord of the Rings. Love you, brother. So you got to shrink your goals. You cannot say, here's the key, right? You don't want to say, I want to exercise 3 to 5 days a week this year. No, you know, think about it. On a scale 1 to 10, when you say that to yourself, how does it feel? Like, I want to, if you haven't exercised much or at all, if you say, if I want to exercise 5 days a week this year, how does that feel 1 to 10? Does that feel good? It's like a 9, a 10 good? From 0, 1, 0 sucks, 10 feels awesome. When you say that, say the word, I am going to exercise 5 days a week this year. Nah, it's lame, right? It's like, it doesn't feel good, especially if you're not used to. Again, what am I doing? I'm keeping it fun. I want you guys to remember through crazy provocative images, I'm keeping it real because self-included here, it doesn't feel good. That's why New Year's resolution sucks. I want you guys to accomplish your goals. This is the shit that I talk about to my clients and my family. We just did that over breakfast. We went over the 9 questions that I'm about to give it to you here because it's 3 things. 3 things. And I'm going to go there in a minute, which is FCH, focus, control, and habits. But before we go there, I'm going to give you guys 3 questions from each area. This is going to change the game for you, for your family, for your team. And we're going to do this. But so now look at the difference. Now say this. I am going to exercise 1 time per week this year. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Just like, look at this. I want to exercise 3 to 5 days a week this year. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. It sounds good, right? Who been there? I've been there. That's why I'm so fat ass. 100 pounds overweight. But why? Because we make these big goals and we don't keep it real. It starts with us. Through leadership, it starts with us. Let me get an amen. Somebody, what is my buttons? Where is my buttons? Somebody heart it up and drop an amen here below if you ever done that to yourself. Somebody drop a yes. Somebody drop some hearts. Drop whatever you feel like. And don't drop anything. I don't even give a damn. Other people's opinion is none of my Other people's opinion, none of my business. Did I get it right? Yep, then I got it right. You feel me? But here's the thing. Again, we're keeping it fun, keeping it real. What else? Keeping it fun, keeping it real. I'm going blank here. But you get the point. You feel me? So look at this. So you say, I am going to exercise 1 day per week, once per week this year. I'm going to exercise 1 time per week this year. Yeah, on a scale 1 to 10, how does that feel? I'm going to exercise 1 day a week for this whole year. Okay, 1 day. That feels good. That feels like a 9, 10. And I can do 1 day. Doesn't it? Somebody type in yes versus no when it comes down to, because, exercise is one of the biggest things, right, that we make for the New Year's resolution. It's either that or I'm going to party less. I'm going to, I'm going to read more or I'm going to drink less, whatever it is, right? I'm going to spend more time, with my beautiful wife, you know what I mean? Because, she's like not bossy. She just has skills, leadership skills. Understand, Carlos? You feel me? That's the thing. What am I having here right now, right? Keeping it fun, keeping it real, keeping it moving, keeping it rocking. Because that's how, when you teach, you want to make it fun. You don't want to make it like have a freaking like a clicker. Or I'm over here putting images and clicks on the screen and I'm like reading them. It's not cool. People, they don't learn that way. So very, very important. I'm glad I'm looking at the comments over here. You guys rock. Tom, like Happy New Year, my brother. And thank you for this. What's up, John? For real. We got Coach Omar here. Happy New Year, my brother, for real. And then Tom's like, amen. But that's what it takes, right? And whenever you make a comment, if you're in certain social medias like Facebook, you have to accept StreamYard so your name will show. So it won't show like Facebook user. But, let me get right back here to where we were. Look at the difference of these sounds, right? I wanted to exercise 3 to 5 days a week this year versus I am. Look at how powerful this I am. Anything that goes after the word I am is game changer. I remember when I was just, in the hood, that's when we normally change, right? It's extreme amount of anger and hate, or something crazy happened. Somebody died. You heard your best friend got cancer or only have so much to live. It's always something crazy, right? Before we either start praying or we want to change something. Why even waited to get there? But then at those moments, you say the word I am. Like when I was in the hood and I was just tired. I was tired of all the bullshit. All the killings, the deaths, all the sadness. I was tired to the point that I didn't even want to be here anymore. As a little kid. I mean, I guess I never been little, But I was so tired that I'm like, you know what? F this. I am going to change. I am going to take my mother out of the hood. I am going to better our lives and help better the lives of others. I am going to focus on helping people, even in times of chaos. Because here's what's going to happen, guys. It's going to be times where you're going to be like, wanted to quit. There's going to be times where you're going to be in debt. It's going to be times where you're going to be depressed. You're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel anxious. And you're going to want to quit. I pray for you that you don't quit. That you keep going by keeping it simple, keeping it real, and keeping it fun. So that we can do one thing at a time. One thing per week. What is that one thing, right? So let's break it down. What does the FCH means? Focus, control, and habits. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into focus first, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of questions. I'll bring them over here on the screen so you can write it down. And I want you to do this. I do this with my family. I do this for myself. I do this with my teams. I do this with companies that I mentor, employees and executives. And everybody gets on a circle and we do it together as a unit. Remember, it's not about you. It's not about me. We win together as a community, as a unit. So this is extremely high level, high performance coaching here I'm about to share with you guys that can really narrow down and understand in each area of your life what, we're going to break it down so that you're going to understand. So question number one, I want you guys to write this thing down. What areas of your life would you say you need more focus on right now? And you see how I on purposely, it's misspelled so that people remember shit like this. It's like they always remember crazy images, misspelled. We tend to focus, you know how the brain is, right? What areas of your life, and I want you guys to write it down because personal accountability, it's one of the highest ones. Like we normally scare, right? To talk about this on social media or to talk about and write it down in public. But I want you guys to write. And here's the reason. Because writing is the doing part of thinking. When you write shit up, you are more likely to achieve it and to do it versus not liking it. Let me tell you guys something about a simple example. When you go to a supermarket, Costco, Safeway, whatever, any like a health food store, blah, 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 right? It doesn't matter. When you go there and you have a list, you write it down a list. In your cell phone, you have it on a piece of paper, whatever, old school, new school, whatever you do. When you do that, look how much more effective you are. You go, you are in, and you are out 10, 15 minutes max. It depends if it's a big line or not and where you live, suburban, big city, whatever. And then now look at the times that you go to a supermarket, Costco, health food store, Trader Joe's, blah, 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 right? And you don't have a list. And you go there. Have you noticed that sometimes you see yourself wondering and you feel nervous sometimes, or you feel like a little anxious. You're like, oh, do I really need this? Do I need that? Do I need this? Because now it's like you're all over the place. It's the same thing, guys, with your goals. It's the same thing with the things that you want to accomplish. You see, you have to treat yourself like an athlete. You know what I mean? You got to start working on the reason why they dominate during the season is because they've been putting the work on the preseason when nobody's putting the work. You have to treat yourself by putting in the work. Same thing, right? So that we can better deal with those emotions, better deal with our feelings. You got to put in the work. Our marriages, you got to put in the work and talk about it and go deep. and understanding, asking better questions, understanding what is underneath the surface. Not only with your marriages, with your partners, with your business partners, with your teams, with your kids, understand the deeper thing that's underneath those feelings. Peel that onion. That's so many layers. And many of us will go our entire lives without peeling those layers. But I'm not going to preach here today. So this is the number one questions. The first three questions that goes in the area of focus. Because like Isabella, my daughter, right? I train her. She's like a little mini SEAL, mini speaker. She teaches mental toughness and bullying. That's her thing, right? She want to end bullying, and she want to help people become mentally tough so that we can help, eliminate poverty and hunger and other things that we will focus on faster. So she always have this thing whenever we play basketball, martial arts, anything, full focus, eyes on the target, celebrate, right? So what areas of your life would you like to say you need to have more focus on right now? That's question number one. Question number two, what are your three biggest goals in your personal, in your professional life? And I want you to write it down. Write it down here right now below the trend so that you can, if you want to have personal accountability in public, or if you don't feel comfortable, write it down on a piece of paper. What are your three biggest goals in your personal and your professional life over the next 90 days? Just three. Just 90 days. Let's not go a year, 2, 3 years from now. We don't even know if we're going to be alive. So 90 days. Next 90 days, three biggest goals, professional, business. Break them down. And now ask yourself, why are they so important to you? And again, guys, you want to do this with your family. If you're getting here now, hashtag replay on the bottom. Go back, watch the entire live. Because this is important. This is the number one area that most people, they don't focus on, which is the focus. That's the focus piece we're going over here, the first three questions, right? What are your three biggest goals in your personal and your professional life over the next 90 days, and why are they each important? I want you to really break it down, like go deep within the why. Like I do this exercise with a lot of the high profiles that I work with, especially if I know that they are like extremely wealthy and they want to kill themselves, so they are like depressed. I was like, when you have all this cash and you depressed, come on. I get it. It never goes away, depression and anxiety, but the more that you go deep within yourself and you do the exercise, you put in the work, you listen, you are accountable to somebody. Somebody pushes you, somebody puts you through the comfort zone. You know how it is. And we do this exercise, we go deep. I call it 21 layers of why. Why do you want something? And why? And why? Oh, man, when you peel the onion 21 times, most people, they will even cry. They will have a tear in their eyes. See, many of us, we are not willing to go that deep with ourselves. But how do you expect to go deep with others? How do you expect to go build? If you want to build an empire and you want to buy an airplane, a house, and a car, and you want to make your first $100,000 online this year, how would you expect to do that if you're not willing to do what others are doing that done that? In order to get to those places, you must be willing to do what others don't do, because 90% of the people watching this, they won't do it. But the 10% of you that are going to do it, I want to know. I want you to write it down. I want you to message me on social media. I get messages all the time over the years. I've been doing lives and things like this for a long time. Since it's MySpace. Who here is off to remember MySpace back in the early 2000s? That's how long I've been doing those lives. You feel me? But again, I love it. I don't have to do this. I love doing this. I love teaching. I call educate to dominate. I like to be the one that adds more value to others than anybody else. Most people out there, you know what they're doing right now? A lot of the gurus, they are selling, memberships. They are selling, here, pay me $1 or $10 for this trial and then pay me $50, $100 a month. Let me tell you the truth. Most of these memberships, people cancel it in 3 to 6 months. So don't even go build it. It's just a waste of time. You know what I mean? Keeping it real here with you guys. So 3 biggest goals. That's why I'm breaking it down here. We're breaking it down, and I'm going to bring this image back. We're working on those 3 areas right now. Focus, control, and habits. Those are the 3 areas. I'm going to give you guys 3 questions from each area. So let me know. Write down your questions below. And here is the 3rd and final question for the focus area. I'm going to bring it on the screen so that we can do this together. I just went through this exercise this morning with my family. What are the areas in your life where you feel your focus is being stolen away by distractions or comparing interests? And as you guys notice, I misspell on purpose some of those questions because people tend to remember. It's a little hint here for you guys. Remember crazy shit, right? Like earlier, I'm talking about keeping it simple, shrinking the goals, right? You got to shrink your goals. You feel me? A big shout to my boy. You know, you got to shrink it. You don't want to make, oh my God, I'm going to go make $1 million online this year. If you have not even ever made $1 million, not even in a 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep it simple. No, you're going to make $1,000 a week, or $10,000 a week, or $5,000 a week this month, the next 90 days. Keep it simple. Don't go, I'm going to make $1 million online this year if you haven't done it. Keep it simple. How many calls? Understand, because you see, guys, here's the thing. But I want you guys to, this question over here is the final question from the focus area, which is so important. Think about it. Are there areas in your life where you feel your focus is being stolen away by distraction or comparing interest? Because this question here, when you are honest and raw and you go deep and you're willing to do the work, what I'm talking about, this is powerful here. Because when you start writing it down, those areas of your life that you feel, let's say if you spend too much time on social media, there are apps, I'm not going to say any names, but you can Google apps that can help you eliminate, spending so much time on social media. See, even by me saying this right now, the algorithm, it picks it up and it reduces the numbers of viewers. It's messed up. But hey, for the ones that are watching, do it. So that if you see yourself spending too much time, you can download an app that can help you, reduce by 1 hour a day or 1 hour a week your social media consumption. Again, what am I doing here, guys? We're keeping it simple. We are shrinking by keeping it simple. One, what did I say earlier, right? What did I say earlier for the ones that are getting here now? You don't want to say, I want to exercise 3 to 5 days a week this year, because most people won't. I'm going to do it 1 time per week this year. You want to keep it simple. Oh, I want to read more. I want to read more. What do you mean? I want to read more this year? No, I want to read 1 book a week. I want to read 1 book a month. I want to read 1 book every 15 days for this year. See, that sounds better, that feels better, even internally, as you analyze your feelings and your emotions. Even as I like to read, but even as I talk about it and I think about the old Carlos, this one here that you guys are seeing it, I have to build this person that didn't exist. It's the same thing why we have to build ourselves. And there's going to be times where you're going to want to quit. But you see, how big is your why? How big is your purpose? I want to make poverty history. I don't care. I don't look at the likes and the shares and how many people are watching, how many people like, how many people commenting, how many commas is in the bank account. I don't look at that. I want to make every conversation count. If I don't wake up tomorrow, I know I've been doing it. I've been doing great. I know that God has a special place for me up there because I've been putting the work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. It's all about putting in the work. But I want you guys to really find out what's the areas that you're taking away. Because when you identify those areas that's taking your focus away, and you write it down and you understand, and go old school, get a bunch of post-it notes and put it then throughout your restroom, in your office, in your computer, in your fridge, so that you know. Because I want you to find those areas that you are feeling distracted right now. Because imagine if I can give you back 1 hour this week so that you can focus on 1 hour. I'm going to exercise 1 time this week for 1 hour. Think about it. That's 52 weeks in a year. That's 52 times that you gave yourself that an hour to work out that you haven't done. Probably, if you're honest with you, how many times you did not exercise last 2020. So that's one example. What if you break it down? You're going to use out of the hour that you find yourself back. Now you use 30 minutes to exercise and 30 minutes to work on your dream business. Let's say you're not happy with your 9 to 5. Now you can take 30 minutes to start learning. Okay, how can I make money from home? How can I earn money online? Like today at 5 o'clock p.m., I'm doing another live talking about how to earn money from home in the cryptocurrency world. By doing affiliate marketing with crypto companies, they are blowing up. So, but again, this is another story, right? But again, if you can save yourself 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can now input that time. Again, I'm going to focus 30 minutes once a week. You're going to keep it simple. You're not going to say, I'm going to do this every day this week for this year. No. 1 time a week this year. Whatever is that thing, those areas that you want to focus on. Let's shrink the goals, right? Let's shrink the change, because now you are more likely to stay versus every previous other New Year's resolution. What do we all do? First 2 weeks we fired up, then you know it. Come on, let's keep it real. I've been there. It's a bunch of bullshit, right? What I always say? If you do what is easy, life is hard right now. But if you do what is hard right now, and if you've been doing what is hard, then life will be easy. Then you have right now your dream home, you have your dream beach house, you have your foundation, you're helping people around the world or in your community. You're doing the things that you love, And we're going to go now to control, which is the second area. And it's speaking about, having the things that you love. I'm going to actually give you guys a very cool question here as we go into control, which is the fourth question. Before I go there, I want to actually give you guys something here. This is actually very, very cool. And here's the question, right? Because let me see here something. Here, I'm taking some notes here because I really want you guys to get the most out of this. As you think about it, you see, one of my superpowers is understanding human behavior and reverse engineering convoluted business problems and transforming them into cash. Like I reverse engineer, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. I look at your industry, I look at the problems that you are having. I reverse engineer in a way they're going to bring capital, money in your pocket this week, not in a month, not in a year. So that's my superpowers, reverse engineering, understanding human behavior. What is the next client is going to be right now? What are they doing? What are they thinking? What is in their mind? What is it going to take for them to open their wallet? Does that make sense? A lot of people, they don't think about those things for your business. So if your business are not, I'll go more in depth on this later, and I will probably do another training for this, and you look it over here somewhere, and that will show up a training. But here's a powerful question, and then we're going to go right back into the three things, because this question over here is powerful, and it is, what does your dream day look like? I want you guys to think about this for a minute. What does your dream day look like? And I want it to be like, no, this is the time where you just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. And it's gonna be, and you're gonna be detailed. You're gonna be like, you know what? My dream look like whatever it is. Why you're waking up and you are in Miami, you are in Barcelona, you are in Sydney, Australia, you are in Dubai, and you are in the beach, you know what I mean? And you go in, and you're waking up, you have your wife, your kids in there, you're having breakfast together, drinking fresh orange juice squeezed with an egg. I want you guys to be detailed. I want you guys to write it down. What does your dream day look like? And then what do you do after that? The breakfast. You go for a walk, you go for a swim, you go surfing, you go for a jet ski ride, you go fishing, you go jump out of a parachute, you go, and then who you gonna have lunch with, who you gonna hang out, who you gonna spend your time around, what we will do, what will be your activities, where you donate and contribute, who you will help, who you will call, what will you talk about. I want you guys to write it down. What does your dream day look like? If money is not a problem, if it's nothing is a problem. Because here's the thing. When you write, what I've been saying this entire time, writing is the doing part of thinking. And when you write what your dream day looks like, now we can reverse engineer it, doing one simple thing every week for the rest of our lives. You already saw the power of just saying, instead of exercising 3 to 5 days a week, this year, I'm going to do it one time a week for the entire year. That's 52 times right there. 52 times is many more times than most people have done in the past year. It's the same thing for your dream. I'm going to work on my dream one time this week, one time a week, the entire year. And then you're going to focus on working on that dream. What do you need to learn? Most people out there, they need to learn sales and marketing. Sales and marketing is your twin tickets to freedom. Most people out there, they need to learn how to conduct themselves, how to speak, how to do lives, lighting, videos, camera, what software to use, how to communicate, how to engage with your clients, all those things so that you can now grow your business, grow your brand. But, so that you can spend that 1 hour a week, focus on building the solid foundation that's going to get you to that lifestyle that you want. But I want you to be so detailed with this question, guys. What is your dream day look like? So that you can visualize, you can see it. You have that in front of you at all times. You're always looking at it. Because most people, they only look at stuff in New Year's resolution. I wanted you to look at it every day. I wanted you to look at it every day. And then I wanted to reverse engineer it. Okay, what do I have to do each day? Once a week. We start baby steps. Then we go twice a week, 3 times. Don't go like all crazy on me. Just keep it real, keep it focused, keep it fun. Because if you do it, make it too big, too audacious, yes, good. There is a time to have those conversations about audacious and crazy goals. Trust me. There is a time for that. But right now, I'm assuming, right now, we are building. We're going to build a foundation here. And we're going to keep it going. There's so much stuff, going on. Shit's going to change for you in 2021. It's going to be freaking awesome. Who here is telling me that's going to have an amazing 2021? Who here is going to annihilate this year? But now, let's go to the second part of this formula here, the FCH, which is control. I like to call controlled chaos, but let's call control. And then let's go with question number 4, which is from now we go into the control piece. Write it down. What areas of your life do you feel you have a really good handle on right now? So think about it. 2020, think about it before 2020. Think about it right now. Look at patterns. What area of your life do you feel you have a really good handle on? Like you're like, yeah, baby. Like I can do this better than anybody else with my eyes closed. I can dance. I can move it and groove it. Like you have a really good, maybe it's your health. Maybe you don't have it to hide your belly and go invisible on the live. We all have our dark secrets. What is the area that you have a really good, maybe it's your business. Maybe it's your relationship. You have an extraordinary quality of relationship with your spouse. You mad love. You wake up in the morning, like I wake up and I look at my wife with a big old smile. The heart is pumping like the mask. You know what I mean? I'm singing only you. What areas of your life? Like my daughter, man. I love my daughter. We go to the park. We do martial arts. We go out there, do contribution work. We do a bunch of things that we don't talk about on social media. It's between us and God. Our spiritual life, you know what I mean? Right now, cryptocurrency in my life is, I've been so blessed. It's this booming. I've been telling people to buy, this thing for the last couple of years. And the people that listen to me, the thousands that did, they are so happy right now because they listened to me. They bought it when it was so cheap. And now it's like, and it's still a good price, a good time to buy. But I'm gonna do a whole talk on crypto later at 5 p.m. Pacific time today. You look at a video here somewhere, and then it was gonna be later on 5 p.m. Pacific time, right here, same place. But what areas of your life do you feel you have a really good handle on right now? Write it down. 5th question, also part of controlled chaos, as I like to say. Are there any areas of your life that have needed improving, but you have been avoiding them? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to drink a sip over here as you write this one down. Man, let me tell you, speaking of drinking, 76 days, no alcohol. So much more clarity. It's amazing. Try it out. If you've never done it, it's great, guys. And then if you want to take it to another level, drink like lemon in the morning, warm lemon, every day with more water. You get a brand new liver. Your organs will be all fired up. It's great. It's great. I'm very happy right now with my health. I lost 10 pounds this past 30 days. So I'm going for 75 this next 6 months. And again, you keep it simple, keep it real. Are there any areas of your life that you have needed improving, but you have been avoiding them? This is over here again, right? We're doing the work. It's doing the deep work, doing the stuff that nobody wants to do. As you can see, some people come in here and they drop it because again, they already know it. Instead of facing it, they go back to where they are used to. You need to face it. You got to look at the devil. In order for something to change, we must to change. So if somebody was here earlier that and then they left, you tell them, hey, you should watch that live again. You should watch that video again because we're keeping it real. I'm telling you guys over here, the stuff that the 1% is doing it right now. The people that control the planet, that own most wealth in the planet, that's the stuff that we do. We break it down. We do the deep work. We have the deep relationships. We go deep. We talk about that shit that we don't like talking about. We go underneath the surface. We go underneath those feelings and those emotions. Because most of us, we don't go there. 99% of the people, they don't like going there. Why? Because if we do go there, then we're going to start thinking, what do they think about me? which is the rule of life. Number one rule of life, if you want to make one resolution this year, only one, is to stop giving a damn what other people think of you. It's none of our business. Come on, brother Carlos. Say it again, baby. Stop giving a damn what other people think of you. It's none of our business. If you want to quit your 9 to 5 and you want to start an online business selling bottles, or you know what I mean, or selling signs so that people can use on social media, do it. And if you call somebody offering them, hey, would you like some signs for your lives, or you want a podcast, you want some signs, you want some logos, you want, you know, whatever's your thing. You want to sell, you know, like a little drops. If I do this on my throat, whatever's your thing, right? You know, you want to sell, I don't know, you know, a pen. You know, you love pens, right? It's whatever you like to do. Don't listen to the gurus. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to your priest. Listen to you. Go deep. Do the work. That's what it takes, guys. Do the work. Just get in the game. Do the freaking work. I'm telling you right now, it changed my entire life by doing the work, going the shit that we don't want to talk about. It's what it comes down to. The stuff that you're avoiding right now, let's say you're avoiding picking up the phone and calling more people, and you're in debt. And you know, by calling more people, you're going to be bringing more money. Your debt will go away. You live the lifestyle that you've been looking for, and you help a lot of people in the process. And because you love what you're doing, and what you're doing is helping people, you're not selling, you are serving. See, guys, it's all mindset. All this shit is already within. It's all within. Sometimes it's just, it takes a big brother to remind us, to push us. You know, think about it. Who are you listening to? Stop listening to the gurus and all to these people there. Listen to philosophers. Go study philosophers. They've done amazing things before even social media was here. So, you know what I mean? It's a whole nother level when you start listening and understanding those guys. All right, let's go to the next question, because I'm not preaching to that. Are there any areas of your life that you feel is out of control right now? This is the one that's totally out of control. That's why I like to call this section here, Control Chaos. Think about it. Are there any areas of your life that you feel totally out of control? Like you're like, shit, I lost handle. I just, it's out of control. What area is this? What area? And this is the time again, guys, got to do the work. This is question over here. I'm telling you, I'll leave this over here on the screen, and then I'm gonna check it out to see who is here. Jackie, happy New Year, sister. Facebook user, what's up? What's up, my brother from another mother? Facebook user, I've been telling you, you know, just click accept, and your name will show here. Another Facebook user, magical New Year. We got LinkedIn in the house, you know. Boom. David Christian in the house, my brother from another mother. We can always earn more money, but we can earn more time. Bam. Come on, somebody drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Come on, baby. Look at David dropping some wisdom over here on the live. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see over here. Facebook users saying that the resolutions are no sense. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about acquiring new good habits. Boom. That's what I am talking about. Resolutions suck. You know what I mean? David, boom. That's what I just love you guys, man. You guys over here. What's up, John? You know, what's up, Tom? Amen. Facebook user, hola, hola. Oi, tudo bem, tudo bom? Hi. Haha. I'm over here. All right, Carlos, stop showing off the languages. Question number 7. All right, guys, I'm having too much fun over here. Now we go into the third final piece of this formula, FCH. Now we're gonna go into habits. Funny how one of you guys just drop it over there in the habits. This over here, guys, is the secret to kingdom. Is your habits, the third piece. That's over here, the things that it keeps you merry for a very long time, like I've been for 13 years. All you have to do, for all my married friends over there, they are not so merry right now, just listen. When you listen, they get so happy. Look at me, Carlos, big old gorilla from the jungle. My wife, so happy. Just listen, you know, and share more. Sharing is caring, baby. Build it so they wanted to share it. Come on now. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm fired up over here. But here's this is the the last 3 questions, and this is from habits. Do you have any daily or weekly habits that you feel are moving you towards living a better life? Think about it. What are the habits? Like, since I started it, right? My shows, they are weekly. You know what I mean? It's great because you're constantly interviewing people. I'm constantly learning, from other people. I'm constantly teaching. I'm constantly getting my brand exposure, helping a whole lot of people out there right now that cannot afford, consulting. They cannot afford coaching. They cannot afford it. And they are learning when I show up here and I teach those things. These things that I'm teaching you guys over here, breaking it down, understanding each area that's going to really make the shit change, that's going to move the needle, that's going to bring you some cash. The first step is the foundation, is doing the deep work, which we are breaking it down over here. And then the second step, now that you did the foundation, okay, great. Now, what do you want to do? Now, what areas? What is your superpowers? What do you love to talk about? There's so much out there. Is opportunities right now. It's so much opportunities out there right now. I know so many people that have no experience whatsoever. They are earning anywhere from $100 to $1,000+ a day in cryptocurrency. That's many, many opportunities. That's just one industry. And then anybody that want to learn more about crypto, if that's your resolution for 2015, earn more money, finances, make money from home, that's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific time today. I'll bring some guests and we're going to go deep into understanding what it is, crypto. But that's for the 5 p.m. Right now, we focus on mindset, on the foundation here, because this is the most important one, because resolutions suck. It's the stuff that's going to get them to stick if you are into it. Do you have any daily or weekly habits that makes you feel they are moving you towards living a better life? Write it down, guys. Writing is the doing part of thinking. And for many of my friends out there that have been through a lot of depression and sadness and anxiety, I feel you. I've been through it. I've been there just like for years. Like I say, this person over here didn't exist. I had to build this person. But one thing I can tell you, my friend, stop trying to quit. God is still writing your story. Do not take that pen away from him. He's still writing, baby. Just trust the author. You feel me? I pray for you, and you know that God didn't give you the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. Just keep trusting it. Keep trusting it. Keep putting the game. Keep doing the deep work, my friend. And I'm telling you, I'm a living proof. If I was able to get out of that hood, it was hard. It's not easy. That's why I'm breaking it down, and I'm sharing with you guys here what I share with very wealthy people that helps them so they can go help more people in need right now. We need more leaders right now to help more people. But again, it comes down to understanding, breaking it down, understanding those 3 key areas that we are breaking it down here. Our focus, our controlled chaos, what is within our control, what is outside, totally uncontrollable right now, and what habits. That's the keys to the kingdom right here, guys. The foundation, right? Our focus, our controlled, and habits. And now let's go to the last 2 questions here. Last 2 questions here. Are there any habits that you want to start or restart? I love playing soccer, right? I haven't been playing as much as I love it. As you can see, my hidden belly is fat. Not as much, 10 pounds now. Thank God to no alcohol, 76 days. Let me get an amen on that one and a high five. This is cool over here because this is great. Think about, I want you guys to think about what fires you up. What makes you feel alive? Like I love going to walk with my wife. So we always, if we go like a couple of days without walking, it's like a little antenna. Hey, let's go for a walk. Boom, we love walking. Isabella, she likes walking. She brings her stuff, whether it's a little scooter or a little bicycle or one of her motorized stuff, she does, she sees us doing it, right? But I want you guys to think about what is those habits. Like I love swimming. Then I go swim. I go to the beach and I swim. I love swimming. I don't care if it's cold, I swim. Cold is actually better. I don't have to take pills. I hate pills, And then because when you swim in the cold, it reduces inflammation. I'm not going to go into health here right now. I refuse it. But are there any habits that you want to start or restart? And for anybody that's coming here now, this has been a great live. I've been breaking it down. I share here 9 questions. This is the 8th one. I'm going to give you guys a 9th one. It's a game changer because New Year's resolution sucks. And for anybody here that done it over the years, and if they didn't stick, you want to go back and listen to this entire live because it's mind-blowing. And if you guys are loving it, put it here below. If you love it, if you didn't love it, I want to know you. Let me know. I want to know. And now the final question. If you were going to be 7 times more successful this year of 2021 than you were last year, what habits would you need to start improving? Again, guys, that's the deep work right now. I need you guys to write it down. Literally, what habits? That's the time, that honesty with yourself, to be 7 times more successful. I'm not even going 10, 20, 30, 50 times. I want to keep it simple. What I always say? Keep it fun. We've been keeping it fun over here. I'm having fun with you guys. We keep it simple, and I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real and as raw as I can. Because, again, a long time ago, this guy didn't exist. I was broke. I had anxiety. I had fear. It's like it was just total chaos. But over the decades, you keep doing the work, right? Behind closed doors, the shit that nobody's watching. So when you do get to the stage, when you do get to the Oscars, when you do get to invited to go to speak at mega events, or when celebrities and musicians and athletes, they recognize you, they know you by name, they have you on their phone on a speed dial, whatever is your thing, it doesn't happen overnight. It's this foundation here. It's doing the deep work that nobody's waiting to do. It's being vulnerable with yourself, and it's peeling the layers off the onion, understanding what are those areas that I need to improve in my business, in my relationship, in my health, with my family, my kids, my wife, in my hobbies, my spirit. Understanding, breaking it down. If you're going to be 7 times more successful in each of those areas, think about it. What habits would you need to start improving? And again, go right back to my formula earlier, shrink it. Don't go, I'm going to do 10 times. I'm going to read an hour a day. I'm going to, practice. I'm going to do a live a day for the next. No. Keep it simple. What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? Shrink your goals. Shrink the change. And again, you see, I have fun. I have play. Because you guys, people think, whenever you use crazy images and you put music and then you be playful and you keep it real, that's what people want. They want you to keep it real. And when you do that, guys, as you guys see, man, is that everything that I do is about, you see, we don't preach what we need to learn. We preach and teach what we must to remember. All the things that I teach you guys, that I preach, are the things that I do, the things that I need to remember, the things that I'm constantly doing for my own self, development, for my business, to help my teams, to help my employees. It's by keeping it real. It's by keeping it raw. The moment that I stop keeping it real, keep having the fun, that's the moment that the shit goes away. You can never forget what you come from. You always got to stay grounded. And then for the haters out there, here's what you do. Trust me, I have quite a few around the world. You don't tell them your dreams. You show it to them, baby. Somebody drop an amen out there. You show it to them. Anybody that never, ever didn't believe you, didn't call you on, didn't call you back, didn't answer you back, didn't invite you on their stage and you wanted to be there, or didn't invite you to be on their show, on their podcast, or whatever, that didn't, that one book deal that you wish you would got, and then you went somewhere else. Everything happens for a reason. But you see, here's the deal. Here's the thing right here. You don't tell people your dreams. You show it to them. Show it by results. If you have a result, you showcase. Like the other day, I went live and I went in my back office and I showed some of the results that I was having in the crypto space, that my clients were having. You show it to them. People talk a lot. When very few people walk, they talk and they show it. I'm just fired up. But today, 5 p.m., I'm going to go live again. We're going to go deep into now, making money from home, cryptocurrency, understanding what it is and how much is it growing, what are all the billionaires are doing it. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time today. Today, I want to keep this show over here all about those 3 key changes to get your habits in your New Year's resolution, if you're into that, to stick, right? Which is your focus, control, and habits. Go back. Look at these guys and keep showing up. If you love this show, if you didn't love it, let me know. Drop it down below. Hit the like, subscribe button in the bottom. Share it. Tag 3 people here right now, because 2021, my friends, is gonna be awesome. So many amazing things that we have lined up right now. Amazing things, and I'm gonna keep showing up. You know, I did a live last week where I was telling people, anybody that gets involved in some of my projects, I'm giving away a $5 million giveaway, 50 waivers into a $100,000 powerhouse mastermind that I do every week. Every week we go live together as a group, and I'm giving a waiver, 50 waivers for people that are getting involved in some of the projects that I'm putting it out there, because I want to help more leaders, help more people. I want to help the masses. We're going to impact 1 billion plus people, and they just don't know yet. You know, that's why we're helping thousands now, but we have 1 billion more to go impact. They just don't know, because there's so much opportunities out there, and we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it fun. And we're going to keep it simple. We're going to break it down. We're going to make the foundation strong. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about all of us together becoming one, above oneself. That's the stuff that matters. The transcendence piece. It's doing the work. It's doing the deep stuff. It's focused on the unity, the community, the team. Everybody wins. Nobody's left behind. We will raise the standard. We will keep raising the bar. We will continue educating to dominate. We will continue adding more value to others on social media and any stage that we go from now on than anybody else in the building. You don't stop. You keep it going. Because you never know, my friend. You just never know when your time will come. When you are so close from the goal, when you are so close from that person that can connect you with that person, that will connect you with that person, that you'll find the love of your life, that you'll find the dream business, that you earn your first 100,000 online or $1 million or whatever is your goal. It's all about showing up. It's all about doing the deep work. 2021, my friend, it's going to be our time. 2021, it's going to be an amazing year. 2021 is going to be phenomenal. 2021 is going to be the year, my friend, that they're going to call you. Yes, you are now looking at me. Indispensable. They're going to call you irresistible. They're going to call you indestructible, because you are doing the work right now. You stay here with me this entire time. You put in the work. You wrote it down, the questions. You text somebody. You shared this. You kept showing up. You did the work, and you keep showing up. This is just a little sample of all the amazing things that we're going to be doing throughout the year. We're going to be bringing those high-performance coaching sessions live, and we're going to be taking people through them, all the stuff that I teach billionaires and millionaires and celebrities and athletes and people in the hood, people in Silicon Valley. We take it to a whole nother level. We televise the whole thing. We're bringing more value to the world than anybody else on the planet. Because if I die tomorrow, I'm happy because you showed up here today. I'm happy because we focus on the mission, not on the acquisition. We always focus on the contribution, never on the commission. We focus on bringing you satisfaction because we are taking massive action. We're focusing on showing up. It's your boy, Carlos Siqueira, no longer single, but ready to mingle. Let's get it. Let's go. Make 2021 the year that you brought your mark to this planet, the year that you took it to another level. And you know it, the days that breaks us, that 2020, that COVID, that God sometimes is going to put a Goliath in front of you so you can find and awaken the David that's been sitting inside you this entire time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome 2021. Let's get it. Let's punch it. Let's knock it down. Let's choke it. 2020. Let's put the past behind us, because who lives in the past is the damn museums. You feel me? Let's keep it on rocking. Every single person here that showed up, John saying amen, happy to 2021. Patricia, Tom Moffat, 21st is the winning number. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, David. Amen. Collaboration. Yay. Yes, it is. Let's get it. Boom. Facebook user. Let's get it. Ha ha. magical year. Happy New Year. Hola, tudo bem, tudo bom? Hi, sayonara. Let's get it, beautiful people. Thank you so much for being here. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. 2021, it's our day. It's our time. It's the year that will change our lives. And the days that break you are truly the days that make you, my friend. I love you. God bless you. Let's get it. I'll see you guys later on today, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Let's go. Make the world a little bit better and sweeter place.